This is your beef burger baconator slayer, Bacon von Baconstein, coming at you from the garage shop region. Getting ready to throw a grind on this Bushmaster blade. First things first, gonna have to pull the old belt off. This used to be a 60 grit, now it's probably closer to a 200. Don't need that. Throw a new 60 grit on, you run your damn hand across it, it looks like it's going to cut you up. Whoop. It's always easier to do things the right way. Figure since I was about to throw a grind on a few knives, it would be easier to replace this and go faster, mo better. I don't really do this to be a millionaire. I do this because I love it. I take extra time making the knives that I make, not to make a profit. If I charged by the hour per knife, I'd probably end up making $2 or $4 an hour. I do this because I enjoy working with metal and working with my hands. So, my personal opinion is that once you have your 60 grit on and you got your bevel going pretty good, switch it out to a 120 grit. You switch it out to a 120 grit because sanding out scratches from this 120 versus sanding out scratches from the 60 grit is like night and day. So, next thing here, we have the bevel machine that I made. Well, the bevel jig, I guess. And what we did here was took black marker. This is 3/16 inch wide 01 tool steel. Colored in the entire blade region. Took a 3/16 wide drill bit, which I'll whip out for you in case you guys don't believe that I actually own, that I'm rich enough to own a 3/16 inch drill bit. You sit the blade outside of the jig flat down on a surface, and because the blade is the same width as the drill bit, the center of the point on the drill bit is going to be the center of the blade. So we just pull that back and forth, makes a nice little scribe mark. No measurement, no having to pull out a set of calipers or anything fancy schmancy like that. Just do it up, you're good to go. So, one thing I am going to do before I get started is I'm going to put on a respirator. Because safety first, #1 reason to do. If you breathe in too much metal dust, it's going to fuck with your sinuses real bad. My sinuses are bad enough as it is. So I just try to take it easy on myself as much as possible. I'm not going to go into the entire blade grind here. I'm just going to get started a little bit and then turn off the camera. But you'll be able to get the general gist of what I'm doing. This blade, this jig design is real handy.
So without further ado, I am going to put on personal protective equipment, and I am going to be getting started on this little son of bitch shit right here. Cover neck.
pull this off. That's really all there is to it. You just keep going, keep going, keep going. Get somewhat near the center point. Flip it around. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Leave yourself a little bit of metal so that way it doesn't damage when it's being heat treated. And you got yourself a little knife right there. You can go around stabbing people or something. Whatever it is you feel like doing. I don't know. Don't stab people. I'm not telling you to stab people. As you can see, the way that the angle's set, we just barely scuffed up against this in this one spot right here. And that's it. Even if we do grind into this a hair, it's not going to hurt anything. This little hinge right here. But that's it. Super low tech. Tapped what? 8 holes? 2 to hold the knife blade. Because what will end up happening here is if you don't have these to set your knife on, the sandpaper through friction will want to pull down on your knife blade, and it'll start cocking it down a little bit, and you won't get an even grind. So I put these 2 here to set the knife on. These are just 1/4 inch bolts. Got these 3/8 inch bolts back here, setting the angle. Got 4 3/8 inch bolts here that I chopped. They were the same bolts when I started out as these. Put them in, chopped them down, chopped them down. He's good. He's close better now. And that's it. Just going to keep at it. You guys have a good one. This has been your Beef Burger Baconator Slayer, Bacon Bun Baconstein.